KSL is on the road to understanding. We're visiting several counties, talking to folks to find out what issues and concerns they have and what's being done to address them. These are stories we don't often hear enough of, but we want to help start the conversation. Deanie?
So tonight we are in Piute County, which consists of 7,653 square miles. According to the latest census numbers, the county has a population of just more than 1,500 people. While the county seat is Junction, the biggest town in Piute County is Circleville, with 492 residents. Being nearly 50 miles from Bryce Canyon, tourism is a major industry for the county. Beef and dairy cattle also make up a big part of the Piute County economy. News specialist Alex Cabrero is live in Piute County. Alex, you've been talking to people there, and you found an issue they're really working hard to solve right now.
That's absolutely right. You know, anybody driving through here, they may not know the issues if you're coming through beautiful Marysville here or any of the other charming towns in Piute County. Now, Piute County, as you mentioned, is one of the smallest counties in the state population-wise and economy-wise. But those challenges aren't stopping county leaders from addressing what they're calling the #1 issue they have to solve. It's about as peaceful of a place as there is in Utah. The mountains, the wildlife, the quiet.
Wide open spaces.
Bill Sudweeks knew he would always end up back in Piute County.
Oh, I enjoy living here. It's very nice. It's not crowded.
It's where he grew up and where he now owns a ranch with cattle and alfalfa. But unlike Sudweeks, many kids who leave never come back.
Right now, a lot of our youth, when they graduate from high school, can't afford to live here. That's the reason I left, is because as a youth, I didn't have any opportunities here.
And those who do stay, in many cases, are limited in what they can do for work to earn a decent paycheck. It's a cycle called intergenerational poverty, where adults, their kids, and then their kids continue to live at or below the poverty line. According to the Utah Department of Workforce Services, 40% of children in Piute are at risk of remaining in poverty as adults.
Welcome.
And county leaders say it just might be the #1 issue they're trying to fix.
It's not easy. It's a sensitive factor. It's how do you approach individuals in those dynamics?
Shane Erickson is the superintendent of the Piute County School District and is part of the county-wide Intergenerational Poverty Committee.
Families don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about that we're poor or we're in intergenerational poverty. They just don't want to bring that to light because there tends to be a stigma with that.
The team figured the best way to start is with children before preschool.
We have children come to school and they've never heard of the nursery rhymes, and they don't sing the songs they used to.
Sherry Fulmer was hired by Piute Schools as the district's literacy director. She started giving parents adult literacy kits to explain why reading to children, even before they can read, is so important.
It is big, and we're hoping that our little 3-year-olds come into preschool ready for preschool, and then our preschoolers will be ready for kindergarten and on up the line.
The district is also offering computers to students to take home, helping its teachers get better training, and the county gives $1,000 scholarships to seniors moving on to higher education. The hope is perhaps after getting their degrees, students will come back to Piute and start some type of business, creating jobs and economic development.
We hope we can change something in the future.
Will Talbot is a Piute County commissioner and is part of the IGP committee. He admits fixing the poverty issue isn't something that will be done overnight. In fact, it will probably be years before seeing any results.
Hopefully at 10 years, we can measure some success.
Of course, there are some who think if more industry does eventually come, it would damage that peaceful feeling.
I don't know how much they sit down and think about the problem, but what they like is they like the lifestyle, and they like the fact that there's not a lot of people here. They just want to keep it this way, and so by not having industry, they can keep it this way.
But he feels that would eventually lead to less families, more poverty, and a slow death of a county he loves.
If we're going to fix it, we're going to have to take significant steps to make it happen, because talking about it won't make it happen.
That's right. Now, intergenerational poverty is an issue the state of Utah is looking at as well with other counties. Now, just because the economy and finances are an issue doesn't mean that you can't buy something that will help others. Now, coming up in our 10 o'clock newscast, we'll tell you what I'm talking about. The school district has purchased a robot to help some of his students who could use a little extra attention. We'll get into that again coming up in our 10 o'clock newscast. On the road to understanding, though, in Piute County, I'm Alex Cabrero for KSL 5 News.
Yeah, Alex, that's really what we're trying to do, show the challenges, but then also the successes, the things that are working in these outside areas. So thanks. Nice job on your reports. Of course, we are just getting started on our road to understanding. Tomorrow, the journey is going to lead us to Delta, Milford, and St. George to get a better understanding of the issues that people face in those communities. We want you to join the conversation as well. You can add your voice by clicking on the Road to Understanding link on the KSL.com homepage.
Next.